Hey everybody, Ridgely here with Jay Bennett, the Blue Collar Networker. And you said something, Jay, that kind of struck me as being a point we ought to bring up with everybody.
Okay.
And it was the following. Repetition is the mother of
Skill.
and the father of.
Success.
Repetition is the mother of skill and the father of success. Now, what do you mean by that?
Well, I really believe, especially the network marketing model, that it's the repetition of the same things over and over and over again. I mean, sometimes it's a little even redundant, these same concepts over and over every day. But given time, doing these repetitious things over and over, you will become successful. Thus, repetition is the mother of skill and the father of success. Repetition is going to help you get better and better at what you do. You know, here I am, I'm going to say 35 years later within this incredible profession, but I've developed now my skills by doing the same thing over and over years and years and years, and now I've gotten to a place where I'm skilled in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like repetition, day in, day out, day in, day out. We need to know that. It's not the instant success kind of stories here. It takes some time, it takes some effort doing things over and over. So repetition is the mother of skill, the father of success.
And let's talk about those fundamentals, because just so that everyone can lock in on the fact that when we're talking about the basics, you're really only talking about three things that you do.
Yeah, I got involved in the industry 35 years ago, and I was trained on three concepts that I've used my entire career. And it was so simple that it made it where I go, I can do that. Mm-hmm. And I think the messaging that I like to have within my team and my organization is, you can do this. This is simple. You can do this. And I think we get lost in all the other things, and it can complicate it. And then people think that they don't have the time or the ability to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's break those down one by one. What's the first one?
First one is just use the products. Use the product and or service that you represent and really be your own best customer. You know, get an emotional attachment to what you're doing. So when you talk to people, you can convey with passion and excitement and energy that you really believe in what you're doing. So as simple as that sounds, many people don't continually use the products or the service.
Mm-hmm. No, that is kind of crazy, especially if you represent something and people see you using that service, they see you using that product, you become the product of the product, as we like to say, and then you become your best ambassador.
That's right, and people begin to believe you. You know, that's the key, they believe you.
And that really ties in with sales in two ways, both of the products themselves and of the opportunity, because the biggest reason why people buy anything is trust. So if they believe you, they develop that trust in you, then they're much more likely to move forward with you one way or the other.
Excellent. I mean, it's really, network marketing is a relationship business built around trust, and you don't want to lose that. When people come to my home, they see my place packed with the products that I represent. Every door you open and every shelf you look into, I've got products in there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Exactly right. So, okay, that's number one. Number two
is talk to people. The companies do everything for us. Every conceivable thing that you could do in business, they handle. But the only thing that we have to bring to the table is talking to people, is sharing the story, is sharing the information. So we get paid to talk to people. We get paid for our word of mouth advertising. Now think about that. That's it. That's the only thing we're responsible. So you got to take that serious. So at the end of the day, how many new people did you talk to today? And people want to fake themselves out on this, but that's all it is. How many new people did I talk to today? And do that over and over and over again. And guess what? It'll land on good ears. It'll land on some good people. And now you have a team.
Well, and the good news is that point number three kind of ties in perfectly with point number two, which is you're talking to people and you are
using the tools.
Right.
Using the tools. You know, the key to network marketing, we call it, is duplicatable. It's having a duplicatable system, having a system where other people can do it. When you lean on the tools, you're giving other people a chance to do the same thing. What you want to do is refer to the website, refer to the different tools that are available from your particular company, create a duplicatable pattern that other people could follow.
Right, so you're saying it's not as though I have to oh my God, talk to people and be all scared. I can actually just have a quiet conversation and say, hey, I'd love to send you this video. I'd love to show you something. Would you be open to checking something out? And it doesn't have to be some elaborate, long conversation, right?
Absolutely, it'd be better if it's not. We have a concept that we share with people. Say less to more people. Say less to
good.
more people. Don't say more to less people. Say less to more people. And the only way you can say less to more people is you've got to lean on tools. You've got to have the ability to get their attention, get them to want to look, then lean on the tool to do the work, and then of course follow up on that. That's where the relationship comes in. And then they see that they can do it.
And then you're doing, and basically it becomes largely a rinse repeat. You're always using the products yourself, so you're becoming a product of the product. You're talking to people, you're sending them a tool, and then you're basically kind of asking them, hey, what did you think of that tool, right? I mean, again, you're not having to go through this elaborate process. It's something that pretty much anybody can do.
That's right. And you want to lean on the tool because you want to have a duplicatable pattern. You don't want to act like the genius here that you spend an hour explaining everything and jumping up and down for an hour. People are going to go, I don't have time for that. I can't do that. But if you said, hey, Mary, you got to take a look, and you set up a time and you get her to the website and she takes 10, 15, 20 minutes looking things over on her own time, she goes, wow, I could do the same thing.
Yeah, I think I made that mistake early on in my own networking career where it was largely about, oh, okay, there's this guy and he can speak in front of the room and he can do all these things. And then I personally sabotaged my own success because I wasn't doing what you're saying, which is let the tool do the work, because otherwise you're not showing anybody else that they can do what you do.
Yeah, so let's say you spend an hour with someone trying to explain all these great things and pontificate on all this stuff, and at the end of it they go, I'm not interested. Well, you just spent an hour talking about it.
Yeah.
What if you just said, hey, will you take a look? And it took 3 minutes to say that, and then you let them spend the hour of their own time looking things over. I mean, now you could talk to 10 times more people in that same hour.
Yeah, it makes so much
20
sense.
people in that hour.
What you're also saying by definition is this is not difficult. If you simply use the products, talk to people, use the tools, then you're creating something. You're sending a subliminal message to anyone you're talking to. Hey, you can do this too. If you join my team, this is not going to be hard for you.
Think about this, that this is within reach for everybody. I mean, I know this may sound tough for some people because I have people that when I talk to them about it, Ridge, they go, this isn't for me, I can never do it. Or this business model gives me the EBGBs. And then I say to them, well, being broke gives me the EBGBs. So which EBGB do you want? This business can be done by anybody. It takes a little bit of desire, a willingness to work and do those basic fundamentals, and being coachable to kind of learn a couple of new things along the way, and that's it. Anybody can do it.
And we're going to take this to another level in an upcoming video when we talk about the real power of duplication, geometric progression, and leverage. Jay, thanks so much. As always, appreciate your time.
Thank you.